I am Janet Lawless Christ, and this is Bossify.
This episode of Bossify is proudly brought to you by Janet Lawless Christ and Team Luxury Real Estate.
And welcome to the inaugural episode of Bossify with the one and only Janet Lawless Christ. Literally would not be here without you. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
Throughout her 24 years in the real estate industry, Janet Lawless Christ continues to be a consistent, top-producing, and award-winning realtor, selling multi-million-dollar homes in San Diego's exclusive Rancho Santa Fe neighborhood. Janet takes her success seriously because it allows her to empower greatness in others. Now, that being said, she believes in being so much more. She actively supports a host of nonprofits like the Homeless Garden Project, Breast Cancer Angels, and Shelter to Soldier. At one time, a single mom to 3 young children, Janet has dedicated her life to empowering others.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
First question, we'll ask the same question of every guest that we have. This is the first one.
Okay.
How do you personally define success?
Success is all about being who you want to be, with who you want to be, where you want to be. That's all.
Oh, I love that.
Do you?
Now,
I just made that right out.
Was that right now? Just like right there? Mm-hmm. This is why I love you so much. Okay, so with that definition, I feel like it changes over time. What I thought I defined as success in my 20s, certainly not the same in my 30s.
Right.
How about for you?
Yeah, in my 20s and 30s, I thought I could change people, and if I could change them and make them better, I was a better person. Guess what?
Oh.
Doesn't work out.
So that probably applied to relationships as far as romantic.
Bad relationships.
Yeah.
Bad romances.
You're helping me with
Bad
that.
friendships.
Okay.
Bad business deals.
Bad business deals. Yeah. So the way that you define success then obviously translates into everything else that we're doing. When did that change for you, that definition that you now have, which is lovely and empowering, and I want it for myself?
When I stopped trying to be who I'm not. When I just stopped. Just stop it.
Where was the moment? Do you remember the moment?
Yeah, I painted a picture of a lighthouse. Okay. And I thought, just be a lighthouse. Just stand there, shine bright. Don't go into the choppy waters. Just stand there.
And just be the light. And let the light also come to you then.
That's right.
As well. That's beautiful. Where were you? What age? What was the chapter that was going through?
I was probably getting ready to tell my first failed marriage to go away.
Okay. Yeah, that was...
Worked.
And then from then on, you just were able to
No,
be
then
the
I
light?
made another bad mistake.
Okay,
and
so
I kept tripping over myself. And then finally, I just took a deep breath and thought, you know the answers. Why do you keep second guessing yourself? And when I stopped second guessing, just went with my intuition, the owner's manual of life opened up.
Where were you? At what age about did that happen for you?
Sadly, I was probably 44.
And why is that sadly? I mean, it's incredible that you even came to this point. There's many people that don't at all.
Because it would have been nice to know this at 4.
It would have been nice to know this at 4. I would have liked to have known this at 4 too. Without your help though, I've developed it because of you. You've been such an inspiration. You are continuing to be for so many of us. So as this develops in you and this has changed throughout time, how has that developed that sense of self then for you as well? That's the third question, the one that we're going to ask everybody. How has this definition of success then molded you and your sense of self?
It's because when you just be you, be the person you were born to be. I'm never going to be 5'2" and have long black hair.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be wearing a St. John knit outfit. It's not me.
It's not you.
And when you try to not be you, you are already in the fight of your life. So stop it. And then all of this happens.
Beautiful things that you've created.
Yeah.
It's
after
incredible.
I figured that out.
So this was something that I heard recently about, making yourself invaluable. The fact is that the more that you are yourself, then the more your stock is invaluable, essentially, because your brand is you.
Right.
When were you able to come to that empowering moment for yourself? Because there's nobody like Janet, and that's what makes you invaluable.
When did I come to that? I don't think there's a single moment that you get to it.
Okay.
I think that there's a slow evolution that you just start realizing, wow, this feels good. wow, today was good. This is a good relationship. I don't have to be with crazy. I don't have to fix crazy.
I don't have to fix it. I don't have to fix crazy.
Yeah. If I were a better person, oh, if I lost more weight, oh, if I stood up taller, oh, if I had bigger eyes, littler eyes, shorter hair, longer hair. It doesn't, if I could just make them happy. I was always trying to make other people happy.
Were
then when
you
I
happy?
stopped, no, I was miserable and nervous and felt terrible because I wasn't me.
Yeah.
So when I stopped trying to make the world happy, I became happy and my world became happy.
Why is that? In our universe, we talk about this so much. You and I are deeply spiritual people. About you, the vibe, we always say this, right? The vibe attracts the tribe, the energy attracts the energy.
Right.
So when did you start to realize, like, wow, the more positive I am, the more of a light giver that I am, the more business deals will go well.
That's right.
The more positive relationships, friendships I'll have, the marriage will last. When did you realize, like, that aha moment, essentially? Sorry, Oprah, but we're going to take it from you.
She didn't trademark it.
Okay. Oh, that's good. So she would know these things.
It's still coming along. It's every day. It's realizing that people who have automatic negative responses to things, I don't want to be around that. You know, say to somebody, how's your day? Oh, well, you know, the white blood count's up. No, I didn't ask that. Yeah. So I have to remember to stay away from the toxic. It's just like in life, it's the basic concept of life. Do not drink poison.
Don't drink poison.
So why be around somebody who's toxic? So if you just stop, and you know, sometimes you're going to have to let business deals go away or not happen at all because it's not meant to be. If you try to force it, I promise you, you're going to end up in legal battles and emotional battles and relationship battles. Sometimes you just have to not say, oh, I think that's my goal. That's the goal I want. The goal is just to be happy, safe and happy.
Which comes back to the thing of success, right? So success isn't this certain box, a blue box in the left corner, and it must be this and only this. I have to be this by this age or whatever. What you're saying that you found this ease in is this new definition of success personally for you. There was one more thing that you've always taught me that I love about the fact that it's just great that every business deal, everybody should win.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody say that before, but it's true. And you do these multi-million-dollar deals in which I can honestly attest everybody wins.
Yeah. If everybody doesn't win, it's not a win. It's not a success.
Wow.
And it's just,
And you can really, make a lot of money.
You make more money when you're looking out for everybody's best interest. And you're having a whole lot more fun. And nobody's stalking you. Nobody's looking out to get you.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking up to lift you up because they know you want them to come with you. And so it's unraveling all the complexities and making life really simple. If you ask any of my kids and any of their...
Who are fantastic.
Yes, they are.
They are. Good one.
They're the best thing I ever did. Yeah. But if you ask them what I'll tell them, be safe and happy. If that means you're safe and happy as a plumber, you go be safe and happy as a plumber. I don't need you to be anything. But safe and happy. That's all I need you to be.
Wow. That's amazing to be able to hold that space. I know there's a lot of people that wish their parents would be able to hold that kind of space for them.
It makes parenting a whole lot easier than saying you have to be home at 8:30. Then when they get home at 8:35, the fight breaks out. What difference does it make?
Just be safe and happy. And then give them that, you entrust that much. That's huge.
And entrust that in yourself, too.
All right, so when you're seeing Janet, she's very lovely and polished and fantastic and a dear friend. And I could go on and on about you. But on top of that, you've had some incredible challenges. You've helped me through some of my challenges, and you've taught me that challenges are blessings, and it's how we turn them into blessings that makes us who we are. So what would you say in the multitude of challenges that you've faced in your life? My goodness, we won't even, this one is a strong cookie. What's your greatest challenge turned blessing? That's another question we'll be asking everybody here.
My greatest, without getting too serious or deep about it, because there are a lot of times in life where it's do or die. I can either fold right now, or I can just get up and do this again. But honestly, I think my biggest challenge turned blessing was meeting my husband.
Wow.
Because
okay, I did not expect that one. Alrighty.
Because he was a nice person.
Yes.
I wasn't used to being romantically involved with nice people.
Yeah.
And he was so nice, I kept telling him to go away. And he'd say, no, I don't think I will. And suddenly, I thought, I got this.
Yeah, I'm crying too. Because you could accept that love. It was the first time you could accept that much positive love. And what age were you at? I'm going to try to keep it together.
44. I was 44.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when everything just broke open. 'Cause you
It doesn't break open. It evolves.
Okay.
But it's slow and
Yeah.
it's steady.
Thank you. I know.
I'm looking at you.
I know. She's looking at me. Okay. With slow, steady
Happy.
acceptance. Happy. Is it so? Yeah, just to be happy.
How hard is that?
How hard? Why do we fight?
Being, right.
Why do we fight being happy?
I know.
It's really not that. You've taught me this. It's really not that hard.
Right.
All right, we could talk for days. Last question. What advice would you give your 17-year-old self?
Be a lighthouse. And when you're not, stop what you're doing. Just shine.
Just
stand on a mountain and shine on the world. That's it. Be a lighthouse.
I love it. Okay, one more fun little thing. I love you. I love you. One fun little thing that we don't know about you.
What you don't know about me?
Yeah. I feel like I know quite a bit, but
I'm teaching myself to play the ukulele.
How many chords can you play?
4, as of this week.
Congratulations.
It's only 3 last week.
It was. I'm going to do the cowbell, and we're going to start a band. It's going to be great.
Awesome.
I love it. I love you. Thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome.
This is Janet Lawless Christ, the incredible woman that you are. Thank you for making this possible. And our first inaugural episode of Bossify. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Now it's your turn to join the movement. Be bold, brilliant, brave. You are Bossify. Join the discussion on our Facebook page and see more episodes on our website at abbygibb.tv. This episode of Bossify was proudly sponsored by Janet Lawless Christ and Team Luxury Real Estate.